Hi, welcome to Watch Maruhi, where we'll be counting down our picks for our top 10 Japanese hats. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button for even more top 10 content. I will not be explaining what is a hat. If you need an explanation on what is a hat, please do not vote. Number 10, Meng. It's a type of face cover used in a sport called Kendo. Basically, what Kendo is simply Japanese sword fighting, but instead of real swords, blood, and violence, we use bamboo swords with the same amount of blood and violence. It's a sport for introverted people, let me tell you that. You constantly yell, it's blistering hot, and you get smacked all over. Technically in three main areas mostly, but in a sport where you're constantly fighting for dominance, it's everywhere. Anyways, the reason why men is number 10 is because it could be awful wearing it sometimes. It's not as simple as just putting it on, moron. First off, before wearing it, you wrap a small towel on your head to support the men. If you don't do it right, it could blind you in the middle of a fight. Something you definitely don't want facing bloodlusting barbarians. Second, on the bottom of the men, there's a chin holder thing. It constantly de-adjusts in the middle of training or fighting because everything is held together with a butterfly knot. If you want to drink water, you need to buy a bottle with a really long straw. If you vomit, which I did occasionally, shit gets everywhere. And even if you did everything right, it still hurts getting bonked on the head. My only Kendo tip, be dominant, or else you'll lose brain cells and turn up just like me. Number 9, Hachimaki. Headbands, but instead of wearing it for fashion, you wear it for victory. Sports, victory. Mochi, victory. Giving birth, you know it, victory. There are essentially three types of hachimakis, but the one I'm most familiar with is this type because I have two. One that says Hisho for cheering Japan on, and one that says Gokaku, which I never wore because I thought it was cringe. Yes, there are people who wear these to study. I've never seen it myself, but I wouldn't deny it. Number 8, Kamuri. There's no meaning behind the ordering aside from number 10. It's just the order of what I could come up with at the moment. So Kamuri in English would mean crown, so it applies to much more stuff other than this. But for now, this is what I'm referring to when I mean Kamuri. This hat is reserved for nobles. That's why paintings of late emperors you see this shape on top of their heads. Okay? That's not hair or whatever you're thinking of. It's made out of wood and paper consisting of these parts, which I'm putting on the screen right now. Here's a picture with Emperor Meiji wearing one. It could get pretty crazy. Number 7, children's hat. I just learned a new word. Juxtaposition. It's a hat for kindergartners and elementary schoolers to wear. Not that my school did that. It's on the list because as I was writing the script, I suddenly remembered this character from Chibi Maruko-chan and how he would wear a hat. Look at this shit. Story time. I once went to a Chibi Maruko-chan cafe. On the menu was a baked onion. I instantly knew what it was going to be. I ordered it and it was way cooler than what I imagined. Number 6, Akashiro Boshi. So I don't remember much from my shogakusei days, but this is one of the things I'm constantly reminded of. It's a hat where on one side is pure white and on the other is pure red. You could flip it inside out, and on sports days, you'll be on either side competing in a bunch of random stuff. Not much to it, honestly. I lost my hat years ago. I'm 19. Number 5, Japanese field cap. Ignoring everything controversial, it's a pretty cool hat. It comes with a neck protector for sunlight. That's pretty nice. And that's the only positive thing I could come up for this relic. Not all hats are the same. Depending on rank and branch, it could look pretty different. 7 out of 31. Number 4, Sugekasa. Everybody, when they hear Asian hat, they think of this. It's made out of either sedge or bamboo, hence the name, and it comes with a whole lot of variations, some of which can look really intricate. Maybe you've seen some of these in places like an Elden Ring, Gintama, Cambodia. Overall, pretty good hat, 10 out of 10. Number 3, Ichimegasa. It's just a regular kasa, but it's more dignified because women wear it. It could come with a cool curtain to protect from the sun and look mystical at the same time. It's pretty famous as it shows up in a bunch of dramas and shows, but personally, seeing it reminds me of the story of Kaguya Hime because of that one Ghibli movie. Maybe in a future episode, I'll do one about famous tales. Number 2, Kabuto. Now, if you think that, oh, it's just a helmet for samurais, you don't see the big picture. Aside from it looking cool and, protecting you from bloodlusting barbarians, there's another aspect to it the boys back home would understand. That's right, fashionable kabuto. Let me give you my top 3 favorite kabutos real quick. Here's Date Masamune's helmet. Look at that swish. Just do it. This is Sanada Yukimura's helmet. Yes, those are antlers. A cool thing about this helmet are the 6 coins which represent not being afraid of death. And here's Toyotomi Hideyoshi's helmet. Very flamboyant. It's supposedly designed after this plant, hence the name of the helmet. Ichi no Tanibarin Ushiro Datetsuki Kabuto. And finally, here's number 1. Origami no Kabuto. What's better than admiring a helmet? Having a helmet for yourself, right? Before I start the origami tutorial, grab a newspaper and follow along yourself. First, get a 1x1 piece of paper and fold it in half. Adjust it so that it's equilateral. Grab the two sides and fold it up into a diamond shape. Now maintain that diamond shape, except you fold those same points again along this line. Now make the horns, not too big though, enough to be able to assert dominance to your enemies. Now along this line, fold up, turning the tails portion towards the front. Eliminate these two mini triangles by folding up once again. Now tuck this flap inside. Alright, congratulations, now you got yourself an origami helmet. Just in time for Children's Day. Anyways, that's basically it. If you like this type of content, here's the goal for the sequel to this video, regular Japanese clothing. If there's any moral to this video, it's to always assert dominance. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Do you mean it? Do you mean it? Do you mean it? Why don't you mean it? Why do I follow you? Where do you go? Bum bum ba bum bum bum.